As we look at open innovation, and certainly some of these concepts will be perhaps new to some of our community, others probably not. But again, looking forward, what do you think will roles start to look like, all the way from perhaps developers or researchers themselves, but through decision makers at the management level and so forth, because clearly it's not just a one-dimensional play with all of this.
Yeah. So a couple of roles. One that I meant to mention in my previous answer to you was the role of a community manager. And the community manager's job, he or she may be employed by, let's say, a vendor like SAP, but their job is actually to serve the community and to help the community engage with one another, connect and share ideas with one another, to provide feedback, that prioritization we were talking about before. So that's a big one. Another role that I'm seeing that's coming out is in the social media space, where we have as consumers now many places where we, of our own time and in our own language, share our experiences with a variety of products and services and daily events in life. And we're now developing tools that are powerful enough that you can do semantic searches and really develop early warning systems, both for things that are really positive that are emerging, but also early warning systems for things that are maybe starting to go off track. And either by finding the positive thing and amplifying it, or detecting the thing that's starting to go off the rails and stopping it before it goes too far, that's a very powerful new role to help manage a company's reputation, to help improve an experience that a whole group of people are having with your products or services.
And maybe we can kind of close, and you can even pose a question to me, but one of the things that, again, I like to think about as we really roll our way down this road, because obviously it's not a clear-cut path, where everything is prescribed and this is exactly how you do it. In a lot of ways, I think each company finds their own path, whether it's a P&G with Connect and Develop, which is an integral part of their business model, to companies like SAP, where for actually quite a long time we've practiced certain aspects of open innovation. But what becomes important is finding the right place to share, I think, some of those experiences and ideas and so forth. And I know last week in Jacksonville, the Berkeley Innovation Forum was a perfect example. So, looking forward, very much hope to engage you further in the Ovation community and appreciate your time. So, if you have a question of me, that's great. Otherwise, we'll...
So it's a thought. It doesn't necessarily demand a response, but just an observation or a thought. One of the things that we've talked a lot about in our short interview is focusing on the customer. Well, hard to argue with that, but if you get down into the details, so whom within the customers do we listen to? Is it the chief information officer, who might be in charge of the overall IT budget? Is it the head of a department that's trying to get some job done in his or her group? Is it an individual user who's in that department using the SAP software on a daily basis? Is it somebody who is providing technical support within the customer to those people? The customer comes in many shapes and sizes, different roles, and has different experiences. And so one observation I would offer is, in this community that is being created and launched with Ovation, I'll be fascinated to see which parts of the customer engage. And I'm hopeful that it will really create a rich set of roles and experiences to share with one another, and for companies like SAP to listen to, learn from.
And I think that completely fits with our expectations. even moving to our customer's customer.
Yes.
Because,
yes.
again, we have fantastic customers across the board who have very large implementations of our systems. In the end, there are significant consumers, and that's growing. And ultimately, we believe in having talked with Coca-Cola and others, that consumers will want to directly consume aspects of their own infrastructure in order to make decisions and so forth. So that will be key to it as well. So thanks so much, Henry. It was great having you, and we'll look forward to another opportunity.